I can't imagine a life without dogs. They enrich our lives, they make us better versions of ourselves, and I am passionate about rescue as well. So when I found my friend in rescue, she helped me find the best in me. I discovered an incredible technique called the Tellington TTouch 25 years ago, and initially I discovered TTouch to help one of our horses. He'd fallen in the field as a youngster, and I really didn't know whether we could give him good quality of life. But with a background in human anatomy and physiology, the principles behind the Tellington TTouch of improving posture through really non-habitual movement exercises made perfect sense. So I went to the States to discover what I could learn to help the horse in our care. And the principles behind the TTouch were so extraordinary, looking at this incredible link between posture and behaviour. And from the human background, it all made perfect sense. And I started to learn more, and then I started to see more. And I looked for more and more detail in the amazing animal's body that were linked to quite specific behavioural patterns too. And as you say, it was really quite unique then to actually use body contact to completely modify and shape behaviour. And even now I still get told, oh, you mustn't touch a dog, you'll reinforce unwanted behaviours. But it's not true, because if we work with that incredible nervous system, we can really bring about permanent and quite extraordinary change in a really peaceful way. The link that I look for and have now expanded on we've set up a new company called Animal-Centred Education, and the whole premise of that is really looking at the individual animal and working from the information that they give you, because although obviously they can't use words, oh my goodness, they can communicate so much. And you see quite specific behavioural patterns with quite specific postural patterns. So for example, a dog that's noise sensitive will often carry more tension through the lumbar area, might be tighter in the tail, and also might have colder feet. And those patterns can also go with dogs that have general anxiety too. If you think about what we say in terms of looking forward to an event and then suddenly feeling anxious about that event and needing to pull out, we say, oh, I got cold feet about that. So we see that nervous animals tend to have cooler extremities. And that is just down to the influence of the nervous system as a whole. And when we can warm up those extremities and release the tension through the lumbar spine and tail, the animal is more relaxed physically. And there's a direct link to physical well-being and emotional and mental well-being. So that noise-sensitive dog is less reactive, more relaxed, can learn new skills, and start to recognise that the world can actually be a very safe place to be. I have animals at home, and obviously we have many animals at the farm as well, and every day I just think, how am I so lucky to do what I do? We have rescue horses at the farm and at home as well, and also we have dogs come to visit for the courses that we run, and also we do private sessions for dogs to give them a break from kennels too if they've been struggling while waiting for their permanent home. And I also travel a lot, but there's nothing like coming back to Tilly Farm. It's an incredible peaceful space, and we have so many visitors every year because it's just the most tranquil learning environment, not just for dogs, but their human guardians too. I luckily came across the work for Dogs for Good many, many years ago. I was invited to teach workshops for Dogs for Good, and also worked with some of the partners from Dogs for Good when I was filming a documentary series in 2003. And then a few years later, I was invited to take part in a television show called Over the Rainbow, where there was a nationwide search for Toto to appear in a charity performance of The Wizard of Oz. And that's where I met Demi and her amazing canine partner, Bumble. And I've been back recently, taught another workshop there just a few months ago, and Demi and Bumble and obviously remain really close friends too. So I'm in awe of what the Dogs for Good team are able to do to support people through the incredible power of dogs.